What's up, everyone? It's Tyler and Greg here, and welcome to this presentation. We are so excited, and we are going to get this party started. We truly believe that this is going to be fun and that you're going to enjoy yourselves for the next little bit. We've got some great stuff to talk about, and it's fun stuff too. So we've got slides. Don't fall asleep, because that's what happens, right? We go to class, we sit in our desks, slides go up, eyes glaze over. If it goes on long enough, people fall asleep, okay? Don't do it. I'm going to make a ridiculous promise right now that this will be the most fun and the least boring webinar presentation that you've ever been on, okay? So you hang out with us and we're going to make it worth it. Is that a fair trade? Does that sound good? And I promise you're going to get a lot of value and gold nuggets today. Everyone says that, I know, but we mean it. So let's go. So welcome to how to create 6 figures per year or more in passive income working from home in your spare time without having a product, audience, or clients. This is a simple, scalable, and sustainable system for creating passive income online. Now, we know that's a mouthful. We're not copywriters, and great news, you don't have to be one either to crush it with what we're about to show you. In fact, there's a lot that you won't have to do. For starters, you don't have to have any product of your own ever. No selling to anybody ever. Guess what? That means no talking to other humans or even liking other humans. That means no sales calls. Yay! No conversations with relatives, friends, classmates, and every friend or connection that you've ever had, okay? Listen, we're not turning you into an insurance salesman or a car salesman or an MLM or network marketing champion today, okay? We're not chasing down sales. And you're not going to learn to do any convincing anyone to buy a product. No arguing or affirming or listening or diagnosing or anything like that, okay? We're talking about something with 0 paid ads or ad budget, 0 social media followers or social media of any kind, which means no social media posts and content calendar, all right? 0 copywriting whatsoever, 0 emails or building an email list, and never being or becoming an expert at any product or any niche. So, does that sound good to you? Well, if it does, then you are in the right place. This is a tiny, minuscule, molecule-sized snapshot of our students' results. Our students are seeing results like these every single day. And we're going to walk you through these screenshots today as we go. And something that gets us even more excited is people. Again, this is just a tiny snapshot of the real people who are making passive income every single day. It's amazing to look at this and see these people that we have worked with who are all crushing it online. But here's what gets us really excited. Brands all over the world are looking to work with people like you. And the truth is, there's just not enough people out there that do what we teach to fulfill all the demand. Do this, do what we're going to show you today, and there will always be more opportunity and more demand than you can keep up with. Here's the deal. We've developed a simple process that works for promoting any product or any service. And in this presentation, we want to help break down some of the fundamentals of our philosophy so you can see just how simple what we do and teach is, and how you can do the same thing we're doing and that everyone you're going to see today is doing for yourself. So here's what we're going to show you today. We want to show you these 5 epiphanies that illustrate for you the power and potential of our process. We're going to talk about your true competition, hooks in the water, zero resistance marketing, the grocery store, and infinitely scalable. So here they are, and we're going to start with your true competition. Your true competition. This one is all about showing you that you can be successful. So many people assume that it's going to be difficult, that it has to be difficult, and that it absolutely will be difficult. They make many assumptions that simply aren't true. And one of those is this, that the competition will be fierce. And we're going to break down that for you right now. So, what do we mean by your true competition? Well, we've got good news. Guys, the news is good. And here to help us share the news is Kevin. This is Kevin Holloman. He's an amazing guy. He's a great friend. He's crushing it with our process, and we want to tell you all about Kevin. So, this used to be Kevin, okay? Just a couple of years ago. He delivered beer for a living, which, by the way, I had no idea how hard that was until I met him, making tons of stops every single day, slinging 80, 100-pound cases and unloading pallets. It's a lot of hard work. He lived in a trailer. He was just getting by, but working 14 to 18-hour days, 5 to 7 days a week, and that is no exaggeration. Kevin was putting in hard work. He was underappreciated, overworked, and underpaid. Now, that used to be Kevin. Well, this is Kevin now, and we're going to revisit this in just a moment. Kevin quit his job and bought a house at the same time. Did you hear what I just said? Kevin quit his job and bought a house at the same time. How many of you guys today would like to do that? That'd be pretty awesome, right? We love that. Listen, I want to point out something very significant about this income screenshot, okay? This is one product. One product, and that product is not even his. He doesn't own that product, make that product, ship or sell that product. He doesn't do anything but sell this product and get paid. And this is just one income stream made up of one product that's not even his, and it comes from one traffic source. Kevin does a lot of things. This is just one of them. Now, how many people would $340 a day help you or change your life? How many people would that be more than you make at your job? Perhaps a lot more. Listen, don't be shy. My hand's up too. Greg's hand is up too. It's way more than Greg and I ever made at a job. $340 a day on autopilot. And we're getting ahead of ourselves here. On autopilot without actively working for it. So Kevin, he quit his job, bought a house, and started living in freedom all at the same time. And he is to this day. How do we know? Because he's one of our best friends. He's absolutely crushing it. And he's one of the amazing people in our program. That gets us pumped up so much seeing what's happening in his life. Does that get you excited? Does that sound pretty good? We think so too. So how was Kevin able to do this? Because what you believe about competition is a lie. Here's the deal. The life you want, the dreams in your heart, the things that you want to experience in your life and have in your life, well, you can have them. Listen, I'm not special. Greg's not special. Kevin's not special. Everyone else that we're going to show you today is not special. You can have it too. And don't just take our word for it. These people that you saw a moment ago are just a few of the hundreds of people that we have worked with in the last several years. Every single one of them is just like Kevin. Job quitters, income builders, people who their life is getting better by the day. It's absolutely amazing and blows me away to look at this and see all these people, and we're going to be showing you more of them today as well. These are real lives changed, real people making real money online, many of them for the first time. And so, this snapshot that you saw earlier, our students are seeing results like these every single day. As you look across here, you see $5,000 weeks and $700 days. This doesn't even encapsulate one day of Greg and Kevin and myself and our students and the people that we are showing you today. Here's the deal. All these people are doing exactly what we do and exactly what we teach and coach all of our students to do. They are all doing exactly what we are about to show you. How are we all doing the same thing and all getting results like this? Because the idea of competition is a lie. So, what is your true competition? We want to tell you the truth about competition because it's something that held us back for so long, for years and years and years. What is your true competition? Why do we even want to talk about the myth of competition first? Because the truth is, most people stop before they ever start. I'm going to say that again. Most people stop before they ever start. And it's because of what they believe about competition. And we want to show you this so that you don't let the fear of competition stop you from ever getting started. So we're going to illustrate your true competition for you right now. We'll start with this first circle. This circle represents everyone on the whole planet, the whole earth, and all of the billions of people on it. Every single person. This is everyone doing everything, including all the people making money, doing well for themselves, doing better than average, becoming wealthy, making extra money outside of their job or instead of their job in any way. And even though there are a lot of people who make good money, they're doing all the things. They're doing everything. They're doctors and lawyers, big business, big tech, people with small businesses like auto mechanics and plumbers and real estate agents, everything. So already, as we move to this next circle, the people on this planet that actually want to make money online, it's already a lot smaller. And that's all the ways to make money online. Internet marketing as a whole, e-com, SEO, affiliate marketing, paid traffic, running ads, and all kinds of things, physical products and services, and physical businesses and stores using the internet to get traffic into their physical stores, like all the things. But let's take it to this next circle. This circle represents people that actually care about or are interested in the same thing that you are. This circle is actually much smaller than this. It significantly shaves off a significant portion of the population. But for this illustration, we need some size for reference purposes, okay? So this circle, this is the people who are interested in specifically what we do and teach. They want to do affiliate marketing, selling other people's products. They want to build these passive income streams online. However, here's the kicker. Most of these people won't ever take any action whatsoever. They will never do anything. Now, next is a much smaller circle. In fact, it would be much, much smaller than this. We're just limited to this slide. We can't draw a circle that's 8 times larger than the screen and another that's like 2 pixels. So this is the people just brave enough to take any amount of action, even if it's very small. It's the people that are just brave enough to do anything at all, to do something, to do anything. That doesn't mean that they will crush it, master it, or even stick with it. They might sacrifice a couple of Saturdays to watch some videos or read some articles about it. They might invest in themselves and buy a course or a training or something, but they will never start it. Or they will never finish it, or they will never take any action, or they will certainly not take enough action to get a result. Just because they take action does not mean that they will stick with it. So this next circle is yet again significantly smaller. In fact, it's a whole order of magnitude smaller. This is the people that actually take enough action and invest enough time and money to become good at that thing. This is people that actually invested in themselves, took a course, took action, and got some results. And maybe they continue taking action and continue to get results, or maybe not. And lastly, this smallest circle is again an order of magnitude smaller. This is people that are actually doing the exact same thing as you and have gotten very good at it and have the confidence to continually take action and get consistent results. This group of people is representative of a percent of a percent of a percent of a percent of that second circle right here. This group of people is representative of a percent of a percent of a percent of a percent of that second circle, which is the people on this planet that are actually interested in doing the same thing as you. This is where your true competition begins. And most people think that some of those larger circles are what they're actually up against, but it's not. It's just this tiny, tiny drop in the ocean. What does this mean? This means that you can get started. You don't have to have everything pretty and perfect and know it all. You just get started, get results, and you can always tweak, improve, and learn and grow as you go. But most people will stop before they ever start because they believe their competition is one of those larger circles. Do you see that? Do you see that you can get started simply because you're not competing against anyone? All you have to do is take action and you're already in the top 1% of people. Does that make you see that succeeding at this might be a lot easier than you think? This is the myth of competition, guys. You may think that it's crowded. It's not. You may think that there's no more opportunity or it's nearly impossible to find opportunity. There is. You may think that everyone else is doing it. Trust me, they're not. You may think that there isn't any room left for you at the table, or if there is, it's very small. Listen, there's plenty. You may think it's not for you or you aren't up to snuff. You are. And now we want to introduce you to our process with an example. So we want to show you just how simple it is to do what we do. And don't worry, we're going to walk through this example and many more today. But we want to give you an overview of our process right now. So this is our simple 5-step process. We identify a product. It can be anything at all. We gather the keywords for it. We generate a website. We send traffic to an offer, and we collect commissions. So what do those steps look like? Let's talk about that right now. Step 1, identify a product, okay? For this example, we're going to use ClickFunnels, a SaaS, that's a software as a service for people to build websites and product pages and landing pages, and lots of small businesses and online businesses use it. It's a great product. It's got a great affiliate program. It pays well. Awesome. All we have to do is go and get the keywords that are already out there. We don't have to know anything about the product. We don't have to guess what people are searching for. There are dozens of free tools that will give you every keyword that people are searching for. In other words, it will give you every question, everything that people want to know about that product in a nice list for you. You don't have to do or know anything. No ingenuity, no creativity, no being or becoming an expert, no figuring anything out, no detective work, none of that. All of the information about this product is already out there. Every single question that people are asking about it is already out there. And step 3, don't worry. With our process, it's all point and click and copy and paste. It's that simple. We send people who are looking for something straight to the thing that they're looking for, and we get paid for it. That's it. People that are saying, we want ClickFunnels, and we have these questions about ClickFunnels. We want to know all these things about ClickFunnels. That's our traffic. We send them straight to the offer of ClickFunnels. That's it. We don't do anything else, and we're going to show you many more examples, but that is the essence of our process. And the last step is very fun. Collect commissions. AKA get paid. That's it. And best of all, you're not competing with Kevin. Those people that we showed you earlier, you're not competing with them. They are not your competition. Let me let you in on a little secret. You remember those brands all over the world looking to work with people like you? You want to know a secret about them? Most of them only have a couple of people sending them 90+% of all of their sales, and only a couple more people sending any at all. What does that tell us? It tells us you're not competing. Does that make sense? Do you see that? Do you see that you are not competing with people? Because if you were, then all these people and all these products would have tons of people sending them sales, but they're not. You're not competing with anyone. The opportunity is abundant. There are infinite products and infinite searches every single day, and we're going to tell you more about all of that in just a little bit. Each one of us is not even a drop in the ocean. As we said earlier, we're not a percent. We're not a percent of a percent. We're just a percent of a percent of a percent of a percent. We're so small. And that's why Greg can do it, I can do it, Kevin can do it, everyone that you've seen today can do it, and you can do it too. And that is your true competition. Your true competition. And now you know that you can get started and get results. And next up, number 2, hooks in the water. What do we mean by hooks in the water? Well, we'll tell you what we mean. But first, this is Dave. This is Dave Thompson, another amazing person that we met through our program. Let us tell you about Dave. Dave, he has a great job. He has a great job. He makes good money, but it's a stressful job. He works IT from home, which is a lot of technical support and that kind of stuff. It's a lot of tickets coming in, emergencies coming up, the phone ringing unexpectedly, and things that have to be handled immediately. It's dealing with a lot of situations out of the blue and at the spur of the moment. Now, Dave's got a comfortable six-figure income providing for his family. Awesome. But it comes at the expense of lots of overtime, lots of emergencies. He's trading his time for money, and he's doing hard work. He's earning his keep. But while doing all of this, Dave started building a passive six-figure online business. Now, this is just one product that Dave's promoting and one traffic source that he's making sales of that product, and it's making him $1 to $2K per week. And it picked up from there, as you can see in the picture, making him over 4 figures in just 2 days. He did all of this with what we are showing you today. And here's what I love about this. Because of this passive online business, he's able to turn down overtime and spend more time with family. He's getting some of his life back by having a passive six-figure business. Now, most people would leap for overtime, or they'd be worried about the ramifications of what their coworkers and their bosses might think if they didn't. Hey, how come you never want to pick up the slack? You know, maybe you're not a good member of our team and all that junk. So Dave doesn't have to worry about any of that. He doesn't have to worry about any of that. Without a job, Dave is a six-figure earner. He doesn't need the money. And if anything happens, if people get weird, and they do, he could easily find another job with a six-figure income in between. That is the power of multiple income streams, of making income passively from more than one source. You see, when your job is your only source of income and you lose it, no matter the circumstance, your fault, somebody else's fault, somebody just doesn't like you, circumstance, the market, anything, you lose 100% of your income. How many of you would sleep better at night just knowing that something is coming in outside of your main source of income? Would that be pretty good? Do you think you'd sleep a little bit better? Do you think you'd worry a little bit less? Do you think you'd feel a little more secure? Do you think you'd enjoy your life a little bit more with multiple streams of income? Even if just 5 or 10% or 20 or 30% of your income is coming in outside of your job, guess what? If you lost your job, you wouldn't lose all of your income. Listen, life happens. Stuff happens. How good would it be that your worst case scenario, maybe you've got to put some groceries on a credit card, but you don't have to put your rent or your mortgage on a credit card. You don't have to dip into savings. You just have income, and all you are is at a little bit of a deficit because you lost one stream of income, not all of your income. It's a powerful, powerful thing. Does that sound good to you? So Dave's not special. None of us are special that you've seen today. He's just another person in our program doing exactly what we're showing you today. We're just doing this process to make money passively online. And here's a few more people who are doing it as well. Making money, creating passive income, quitting their jobs. It's a powerful, powerful thing. And so, hooks in the water. Let's talk about hooks in the water. If your goal is to catch as many fish as possible, which in our case of making money online is to make as much money as possible, then let me ask you a question. Between these two pictures, which requires more skill? The picture on the left with the man standing there in the water with a fishing pole and a line trying to catch a fish, or the picture on the right with the commercial fishing boat with the giant nets, which you can see all those fish in there. Which of these requires more skill? Well, if you answered the picture on the left with the single man there with the fishing pole and the line trying to catch a fish, definitely that's the answer. That requires a lot more skill to catch a fish. But let me ask you another question. Who's going to catch more fish? Well, it's not the man on the left, even though it requires significantly more skill. So let's walk through these two different scenarios right now. So here's this guy, and we don't really know his name, so we'll just call him Dr. Fisher, okay? Dr. Fisher has spent his whole life fishing. He's invested tens of thousands of hours. He's invested countless dollars in boats and rods and reels and hooks and bait, okay? He's an expert. Fishing is his life. He can go out there and pull in fish all day long with expert skill. Now, let's talk about the other guy. The other guy, we don't know his name either, so we'll just call him Mr. Net. Mr. Net, he is not an expert fisherman. Honestly, he does not even really enjoy fishing. He doesn't even like hanging around the edge of the water. Like, he's scared of snakes. He's not the best swimmer in the world. He's just not very passionate about fishing, okay? In fact, he hasn't even spent any time fishing. He has not spent any of the money on rods and reels and hooks and bait as Dr. Fisher has. Mr. Net just has a machine that's designed to catch fish. He sits in a chair, turns a steering wheel, enjoys the AC, uses equipment to detect fish, listens to music, and then he drops a net and catches tons of them. He sells them, makes a great living, and goes on with his life. He doesn't have to fish all day, every day, to catch enough fish. So, Dr. Fisher, he's an expert, but he catches less fish. Put him up against Mr. Net, who's not an expert, but Mr. Net catches a lot more fish. Does that make sense? Do you guys see that? Do you see that you don't necessarily have to have expert skill to catch more fish? Sometimes it's just about having the right machine. So, in this story, fish equals money. Mr. Net is making more money faster and easier and with less skill than Dr. Fisher. Do you see that? Does that make sense? Say yes right now out loud to yourself if that makes sense, okay? Look, most of us, let's be real, we don't have all day to sit around waiting for a fish. Translation, I don't have 8 hours a day to sit around and stare at my screen until money pops out, okay? I've got a family, I've got a life, I've got things to do. So we just need to go out, cast our net, catch some fish, and move on. Does that make sense? That's what Dave is doing. All these people that we're showing you today, they're doing it too, and so can you. And so we're going to show you another example. So you know about your true competition, and now hooks in the water. We want to show you just how simple it is to do this. We want to show you our process and how we put hooks in the water and cast a wide net. So here's the 5 steps. Identify product, gather keywords, generate website, send that traffic to an offer, and collect commissions. So this time, we're going to pick a completely different product, okay? This is Organifi. This is a green juice, and they make protein shakes and all that kind of stuff. So a very different physical product that people consume, and it's been around for a long time. So how do we put hooks in the water for it? How do we build a net for it? Well, it's these keywords right here, okay? We've got this keyword tool here that tells us everything we need to know about this product. Now, if you look there, there's over 2,400 keywords for Organifi. We're not even going to try to pick which one of those or which few of those out of 2,400 keywords is going to be a winner and hope to get lucky. We're just going to bet on everything. We're just going to cast a hook for every single one of those fish. We're just going to build a net that can hold all of those fish. You don't have to stress out hoping that you've got it right or you got the best keyword. You can just cast a net in the general location of where the fish are, and you're going to catch something. And here's the great thing about it. You can get rich without having to be right. I absolutely love that because we promise you, you wouldn't have to become an expert in anything today. How is that possible? Because you can put a hook in the sea for every single fish. And then you don't necessarily have to be right. You're going to catch something. Something's going to bite. Something's going to give. Something's going to happen. Do you see that? Does that make sense? And so, don't get hung up on the website part. We're just clicking buttons, easy peasy. But this is us putting a hook in the sea, putting hooks in the sea for every fish, putting a net in the sea to hold all the fish. Every time someone is asking one of these 2,419 questions, they're swimming right into our net. And we're going to scoop them up and take them exactly where they want to be. We're not going to take them somewhere where they don't want to be and they're miserable and unhappy. We're going to take them right to what they're looking for. We're going to scoop them up and send them straight to it. And that's all step 4 is. We've got traffic, people looking for something, in this case Organifi, and we're just going to scoop them up and take them right over to Organifi. All we're doing is putting a hook in the water for every question that they're asking. We build a net to cover all the things they want to know. We take them straight to what they're looking for. Here's a marketing question for you, okay? Do you think that people who are looking for something and then you show it to them will buy the product? Yes. Yes is the correct answer. And that's a spoiler alert for the next thing that we're showing you. But first, step 5, which is our personal favorite. Collect commissions. Collect commissions. Get paid for sending people who want something to the thing that they want. Remember those infinite products and searches? Well, because of that, there's infinite hooks to put out in the water. There's endless products, therefore there's endless hooks to put out there. And that is hooks in the water. Hooks in the water. Casting a wide net. Putting a hook in the sea for every single fish. And when you do that, you know something's going to bite. You know something's going to swim in that net, and you don't have to be right. So, you've learned about your true competition. You've learned about hooks in the water. And now, zero resistance marketing. This is very important. Zero resistance marketing. If you look at this picture, how hard do you think it is to convince someone who is at a water park and wants to have fun to get on a tube and go down that slide? Listen, if someone loves donuts and they are hungry and they have the money to buy a donut and you have a donut, how hard do you think it would be to sell them a donut? Well, the answer is not very hard. And that is what zero resistance marketing is all about. So what is zero resistance marketing? That's a great question. And here to help us answer that question is Mr. Brian Clyett. Mr. Brian Clyett. He's an amazing human. He's a father. He's a rock star. He was a college professor for many, many years while building an online business. He was already doing all kinds of stuff online and doing really well. And he joined our program. He was really interested in our process, how passive it was, and that we were working once to build long-term passive income rather than actively working for our money. And he thought that was pretty cool. So he joined our program, and I like what he had to say. Now, here's some results from Brian. And this is just one product. That's one offer. It's not even his, okay? It's just affiliate marketing. It's just somebody else's thing that all he has to do is get people to click a link and buy and do nothing else. And one traffic source, which is exactly what we've shown you so far today. This is what's interesting about Brian and what I love about Brian. In spite of being an experienced marketer, Brian set all that he knew aside and he embraced the process that we were teaching him. And in fact, in some of the coaching calls and when our one-to-one sessions with him, he said, you know, it's hard to not try to do this my way, to add my own thing, to do my own thing, but I'm trusting you guys. He said, you know, I teach people and I want them to do what I say, so I'm going to become the student and I'm going to do what you say and I'm just going to trust you guys. And of course, what you see right here, one product, one income stream of many. And so he let go of resistance and he embraced the process and he is crushing it. And guys, that's the same thing that all of these people did too. They did exactly what Brian did. They embraced the process. They just let go of resistance. They said, okay, I know that there's no competition. I'm going to put hooks in the water and cast a wide net. And what we're about to learn right now, I know not to put any resistance. Just grease the slide and push. So they did it. They embraced it. And so can you. So zero resistance marketing. This is a philosophy that allows you to be successful at selling without having to convince people to buy a product or change their minds. Instead of trying to sell them on a different or related product, we simply confirm their pre-existing beliefs and suspicions about a product or service and offer that to them. We remove the friction by simply giving them what they already want. We want to stack the odds in our favor as much as possible and make that decision to buy as simple, seamless, smooth, and painless as possible. For example, if you're promoting ClickFunnels, instead of targeting competing softwares like Leadpages, Kajabi, Kartra, and all those services like that out there, instead of trying to target those lead page keywords and then try to convince people that ClickFunnels, which is a similar tool, is better, just reinforce their pre-existing beliefs about lead pages, confirm that it's an excellent solution, tell them why by listing a couple of key benefits, and sell them that instead. Does that make sense? Do you see how simple that is? So using the examples that we've shown you so far today, here's how you do it with a brand like ClickFunnels or Organifi. People are searching for ClickFunnels. They're searching for Organifi. Just send them to ClickFunnels. Send them to Organifi and sell them ClickFunnels. Sell them Organifi. It's really that simple. Now, here's an example of something a little more generic, right? There's not a product called Brain Fog. That's not the name of a product. So simply send them to a solution, aka a product. Connect their question to a solution, an answer. What is that answer? A product that helps with brain fog. Simply solve their problem. Just affirm, yeah, brain fog. It's a real thing. It happens. A lot of people have it. Here's a solution. Here's a way to something that will help you with that. Here's something you can try. It's that simple. Do you see the simplicity of zero resistance marketing so far? That you simply send people to the thing that they're already interested in, that they're already asking about, and you simply sell them what they want. It's very, very simple. It's a very simple way to make sales without having to be good at copywriting and sales and all the things. So zero resistance marketing is at the heartbeat of our strategy. And Greg, he developed this, he coined this, he came up with this for one reason, to get around his weakness, to get around not being good at selling to people face to face and on the phone so that he could sell without selling. This is a philosophy that he developed so he didn't have to become great or be great at selling, but instead have a solution for that. So he could either work hard to become good at sales, or he could simply start connecting people with what they already want. And with zero resistance marketing, you're not trying to convert anybody. You literally just give them what they are asking for. You're not trying to change their mind. Instead of arguing with them, you simply confirm their suspicions, affirm their beliefs, tell them that they're making a great choice, pat them on the back, give them a little push, and send them on their way. Just grease the slide and push. If someone wants Snickers, I'm not going to try to sell them celery, okay? And vice versa. You see so many sales pages, they're trying to address these concerns. They're trying to tell you why their software is better, why their green drink is better, and why everyone else is wrong or their product is inferior, it's not as good. And they're trying to convince you that you may want this thing, but actually we're better. This takes a lot of work and has a significantly lower success rate. And that's the problem with owning a brand. You need people to buy your stuff. You have to convince people of all this. You have to sell them the demand and then sell them the supply. You've got to sell them the demand for the product that you sell and why you're better, and then sell them the solution, your product. And you've got to convince them that your product or supply is better than everybody else's. It's a lot of work with a lower success rate. It's a harder sell. If they want Twinkies and you have a bunch of Twinkies, it's an easy sell. We are literally selling Twinkies to people who have money and want Twinkies. We grease the slide, reduce the friction, and push. We reinforce their pre-existing beliefs. We do not try to convert them. Think about sports teams, guys. Don't try to get them to hate their team and like another team, and just sell them their own team's jersey and gear and move on. You're not going to change their mind. Their love for their team is like religion, right? People are serious. So just sell them a jersey for their team. Choose their side, agree with them, reduce tension, and instead of trying to get a Yankees fan to convert to a Mets fan and then buy a Mets jersey from you, just sell them a Yankees jersey. And to give you a spoiler alert for the next thing, you just sell all the jerseys for all the teams and all the sports, and you simply give people what they want. If someone loves Honda, just show them a Honda. Good luck selling them a Toyota, okay? Does that make sense? Do you see the simplicity? Do you see the reduced friction? Do you see that when people are already interested in something, all they need is a little push to get there? Listen, nod your head yes right now. Say yes out loud right now. Listen, if you're in public and you are worried that people are going to think you're crazy, well, guess what? You are crazy. You're on this webinar right now. You're listening to this presentation right now. So maybe you are one of the crazy ones. Welcome to the club. Listen, if you own a mattress brand, you need people to buy your mattress. And you don't benefit if they buy someone else's mattress. But if we sell all the mattresses and we sell them to people who want those mattresses, we win every single time. So again, right now, I want you, wherever you're at, just nod your head, say yes out loud if you're getting this. If you're already realizing maybe where you've been less successful in the past because of this, you're hearing this right now and you're like, wow, that's why this network marketing thing didn't work out. That's why I had so much difficulty trying to do X and Y. So now we're going to walk through an example and illustrate this. Here's our process. You guys are familiar. Identify product, gather keywords, generate website, traffic, send that traffic to an offer, collect commissions. Well, this time we're going to walk through a more unique example of this, okay? We're going to walk through this essential oils example. We want to show you a unique product with zero resistance marketing. What's interesting about this is an MLM, a network marketing product, okay? In the context of zero resistance marketing, here's the problem with MLM and network marketing. In MLM, you're trying to first sell the demand and then sell your supply to meet the demand. With zero resistance marketing, you're just selling the supply to the demand that the customer already has. You remember those sports examples? When you're trying to convert a Yankees fan to a Mets fan, then sell them a Mets jersey, you're trying to sell demand, which is a much harder sell, to then sell supply. With zero resistance marketing, they already have a problem, and they already know they have a problem. They're already aware of it, and they're already looking for a solution for it. We're at the point in the process of only having to give them what they're already looking for. We simply sell them what they want. With zero resistance marketing, you're not doing any selling. You're just connecting people, traffic, to what they already want, offer. They are already aware of the problem, and they already have the demand. You're not convincing, you're simply connecting. We call this MLM minus the suck. Here's the crux of door-to-door sales. And guys, I'm going to be real for a minute. Just looking at that picture, I cringe a little bit. I hurt. I think about all the difficulty that this dude is about to go through just to make a sale. They're looking for a needle in a haystack. They have to knock on doors just to find somebody who's home. Then most of the people don't need what they're selling at all. They eventually have to find someone at random who has the demand, but they still have to sell the supply. What if the other person just ordered a different product on Amazon? Oh man, I would have loved this product. It's probably better than what I ordered, but I just ordered something a couple days ago. It delivers this afternoon. They still have to sell the supply, and the person still may not be in a position to buy it, whether they can't afford it or whether they've already found another solution or whatever. So close, but still no sale, and they have to start all over again at the next store, and the next store, and the next, and the next. We are the exact opposite of a door-to-door salesman. We put our hooks in the water, we cast our nets, we use zero resistance marketing, and we have people banging down our door. We wake up in the morning to people busting down our door to rush in and get exactly what they want, and they know that we already have it. This is a much more powerful way to sell. Do you see that? Would you rather be the guy knocking on doors looking for a needle in a haystack, or would you rather have people busting down your door to get what you have that they want? So how does this work with MLM and network marketing? We just go after the keywords for essential oils and other products and send people who are already searching for that straight to that product. No convincing, no selling, just connecting people through our process. Do you see how powerful this is? We are just digital traffic directors. We're just connecting traffic, people, to an offer, product or service that they are already searching for. They already want it. We connect people who want to get to a certain destination with that destination. Do you see that? Do you guys see this today? And we do that by simply gathering keywords. You see that total monthly search volume there? 961,000 searches per month. We're casting almost 1 million hooks in the water. We're casting a net that can hold almost 1 million fish. We generate our website, which is simply puts all that out there in the ocean, and it's all point and click. Guys, this is all we're doing. We pat them on the back. We grease the slide, and we push them down, and they are happy. The vendor or the brand is happy, and we are happy because we get to do step 5, which is, of course, the best part: collect commissions. Guys, that's exactly what Brian is doing, and that's exactly what all these people that we've shown you today are doing too. Casting a wide net, catching a lot of fish with no resistance. They're just giving people exactly what they want. It's powerful. Do you see that? Do you see the power and potential of this process? Just giving people a small nudge to buy the thing that they're already interested in. Does that sound pretty good? Well, it's that simple. That is zero resistance marketing, a powerful way to sell without selling. No knocking on doors, just sending people right where they want to be. So you've learned that you have no competition. You've learned to put hooks in the water and cast a wide net. You've learned to simply connect people with what they already want. No convincing, no resistance, just connecting. And now we are talking about the grocery store, the boring old grocery store. Today we are going to learn a valuable and lucrative lesson from the boring old grocery store. And spoiler alert, we're going to show you why it's the perfect model for making money online with infinite opportunity and no responsibility. I'm going to say that again. Infinite opportunity and no responsibility. It's absolutely paramount to what we do. So, this is Tony. You guys know the drill. This is Tony Hong. Tony knew nothing about making money online, okay? He made the choice to invest in himself, and he joined our program honestly just to see if it was even possible. He honestly wondered if this was actually true, if this was actually real, if this could actually be done, and he joined our program just to see if it was possible. And this is what he found out. This is some of his results. Just recently, he posted one of the biggest paydays he's ever gotten, over $4,000 in a day. And as you can see in the screenshots, these results are from one product. That's just one product in the whole grocery store that Tony is selling as an affiliate. It's not even his own product. He doesn't have to do anything. This amazes me right here. Because of being on our program, Tony was able to visit the beach and see the ocean for the first time in his entire life. That is absolutely mind-blowing to me. And he made sales on autopilot while he was there, all because of our program, our process, and everything that we've shown you today and what we're about to show you right now about being the grocery store. And I want to point something out right now because I love this. If you look at this second paragraph here, knowing it's possible to passively make $25K worth of sales for a brand simply as an affiliate shows me that I can repeat these systems and make this happen for any business, any product, or any service that I partner with. I absolutely love that. That's what we've been trying to tell you all day. This process works for any product or any service. So I want to highlight two things here. Number one, there's infinite opportunity. He did this with one brand. He can repeat it and do it with all brands. And number two, no responsibility, making it passively as an affiliate. He doesn't do one thing after the sale is made. It's just connecting people with what they're looking for and getting paid in the middle. It's absolutely amazing. And it's all because of, instead of becoming a brand, Tony became the grocery store. So, are you guys ready to become the grocery store? Does that sound pretty good? Infinite opportunity and no responsibility? Guys, that's what all these people have done. Every single one of these people have done exactly what Tony did. They aren't selling their own product. None of these people have their own product. They don't own a brand or a business. They became the grocery store and started selling other people's products. And you can do it too. We've shown you this screenshot today for one main reason, so that you learn the same lesson that Tony learned, that it's real and you can do it. And these guys did it too. This is just another 9 people of the hundreds that we've worked with and helped earn money online passively every single day. And here's just one more snapshot of some results. Look at this. $600 in a day, $1,000 in a week, an almost $2,000 payday. Guys, it's very, very, very possible. You can do it too, and it's a lot easier than you think. And so now, let's dive into our next illustration. Why be the grocery store? Why? Why do that instead of spending your life building a brand, building a business? In other words, why spend your life becoming the grocery store instead of the product? Well, we want to teach you a valuable lesson that we learned from our friend David. David was part of tons of MLMs, lots of them, all at the same time. And he was not die-hard or gung-ho for any specific one, which is unusual for most people in MLM. Like, usually they're very passionate about their product and that business, and they live, eat, sleep, and breathe that business, and they put enormous stickers on the window of their car. They paint their car green or pink with a massive yellow phone number on it and a huge business logo, and the back windshield has this big, like, ask me how to lose weight, ask me how to get a beach body. We've all seen it, right? But David wasn't like that. David wasn't all that passionate about each individual product and business. So why was David part of multiple MLM businesses? His answer was very simple: because not everybody wants the same thing. He said, if I'm only part of one, I can only sell them one solution to one problem. I'm trapped. I'm stuck. However, if I'm part of multiple, I can give them something that solves their problem across a wide variety of things. Like, he's able to tell them about essential oils or gut health or protein powder or food or makeup or skincare or whatever. And for recruiting purposes, for building out his teams, he can help people promote something that they're passionate about, because he said some people just don't care one bit about something. They don't care about essential oils. They don't care about skincare. They just have no passion to promote it, but they get real excited about vegan protein powder and green shots and gut health. So he has options. He has a lot of tricks in his bag. He has a quiver full of arrows. And he used the grocery store as an example. He said, think about the grocery store. They sell everything. You can go to one place and get everything you need. I want to have a business like that. I don't want to be trapped. I don't want to be stuck with only one solution. Guys, it's an amazing philosophy, and we've carried it with us over the years. There's eventually somewhat of a cap that you can make with one product or in one niche. Like, do you see that? Does that make sense? Does David's philosophy here make sense? If you sell Coca-Cola, you're just not going to convince every person on the planet to drink a Coke. Eventually, there's a limit. But if you can also sell them a sandwich and chips if they're hungry, water if they don't drink Coke, nail polish, a tennis racket, a new gi for their karate class, a protein shake, entertainment, windshield wiper fluid, anything that they need, if you can sell it to them, then you can make a sale to anyone. That is why you want to become the grocery store. This gives us a massive advantage as affiliates. You don't see any brands that are supplements and mattresses, right? Like, you don't see a brand that's known for mattresses and supplements, right? They can really only do one or the other. They can sell accompanying products like pillows and sheets or weight loss pills and gut cleanse supplements and products, but you just can't get too far off the path. But as affiliates, we can sell them all the things. We can sell them everything. Do you see that? That's exactly what the grocery store does. Do you see that? You can go to the grocery store and get a wide variety of things that you need. And as affiliates, we can sell them all the things. If I'm only part of one MLM, they can only say yes or no. There's only a binary choice. Yes, I want this, or no. But if I'm part of multiple and they say no, then I've got lots of other things that I can offer to them that they might be interested in. Do you see how powerful that is? Do you see how he's able to pivot, how he has options, how he's not tied to one business, to one brand? If one of those MLMs goes under or closes, he's still got lots of other things. He doesn't have all his eggs in one basket. He has multiple streams of income. There are so many benefits to this philosophy. There are so many advantages to being an affiliate. There are so many advantages to being the grocery store. So I want to walk through two different scenarios with you right now. Scenario number one: when you own a mattress brand or software or a hot sauce company, anything, you have to convince people to buy your product and why they shouldn't buy anyone else's. Everyone else is competition. Scenario number two: when you're an affiliate, you can promote all the brands. You don't have to convince people of anything. You just tell them why the product they are looking for is awesome. Now all the other mattress brands and hot sauces and softwares are opportunity, not competition. They're now opportunity, not competition. Remember that myth of competition? Well, now, as an affiliate, as the grocery store, every new product and every new keyword are your friend. They're opportunity. They're not your enemy. They're not your competition. So why be the grocery store? Why be an affiliate? Well, because there are some major advantages. When you're an affiliate, when you're selling someone else's product, you have no overhead, no office employees or staff, no liability. They will come knocking on the seller's door, not yours. No responsibility. You don't deal with the customer. No manufacturing. You don't make the product. No deliverability because you don't ship the product. No returns. It's not your product. No warehousing. You don't make it, so you don't store it. No shipping. It's not your product. No customer support. You don't deal with the customer. No business. It's not yours at all. No brand. It's not about your recognition. It's about theirs. No warranties or guarantees, and the list goes on and on and on. All you do is sell and get paid. You follow our process and collect commissions. We can promote anything. In other words, we're the grocery store. Like, they are a brand of hot sauce. They can only sell hot sauce. They can't sell Coke. They can't sell cake. They can't sell bread. They can't sell steak. They can't sell software. They can't sell entertainment. They don't make movies, okay? But we're the grocery store. We sell it all. We stock our shelves with all of those things. We aren't the brand. As the brand, there's only one need that you can fill in somebody's life. But as an affiliate, you can meet all of them. We're not worried about one brand. If one stops selling or goes under, the grocery store just replaces it with something else. If you're a mattress brand, then you can only sell your mattresses, and every other mattress brand is competition. But as an affiliate, it's all opportunity. Do you see what we're showing you today? Do you see infinite opportunity and no responsibility? Do you see how awesome it is to not have to be the brand and not have the burden of all of those things? You can just make money by patting people on the back, affirming their beliefs, and sending them exactly to the thing that they want, and get paid for it with no responsibility. It's absolutely incredible. So, we're going to walk you guys through another example right now. So here's our process. It's identify product, gather keywords, generate websites, send that traffic to an offer, and collect commissions. Let's walk through it. Step 1, identify product. We've been talking about mattresses. Let's look at a mattress. There's lots of mattress brands that you can actually sell online. This is one of them, Nectar Mattress. It's an awesome mattress. Step 2, we just go and get all the keywords for Nectar Mattress. It's that simple. As you can see, there's 3,700 keywords, and it's searched for over 300,000 times per month. Step 3, we take all those keywords, those are our hooks, that's our net, and we just throw it out in the ocean by generating a website with copy and paste and point and click. People that say, we want Nectar Mattress, we don't try to convince them of any other mattress. We don't try to tell them anything except, hey, you're making a great decision, pat them on the back, send them to Nectar Mattress, and they are happy. We sell them whichever one they already want. Replace that brand with any other brand you want to and send them to that mattress, and they are happy. It's really that simple, and that leads to step 5, which is the best of all. Always collect commissions. Collect commissions. Guys, that's it. That's the grocery store. That's the power of being an affiliate, and the major advantages, the infinite opportunity that comes with that, but without any responsibility. It's absolutely powerful. Do you see it? Are you with us today so far? Do you see how all of this comes together as a powerful way to sell without selling? So now that you are the grocery store and you're not the brand, now that you have infinite opportunity and no responsibility, well, now you see that this is infinitely scalable. You can sell anything. You can sell everything. Scale to the moon, to infinity and beyond. We know who that is right there. He needs no introduction. Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond. And so, this is Calvin. Calvin is an incredible guy. He's a doer. He's an action taker. He's the kind of person that just sits down, figures it out, and makes it happen. He spent years learning and trying and doing different things online. He joined our program. He jumped right in. He got right down to it. He did exactly what we told him to do. And this is what happened. As you can see here, just a couple of income streams. One of these income streams has literally made him hundreds of dollars a day and even 4-figure days. And so far, he's made over $100,000 with that one product and counting. And that is absolutely amazing. Over 6 figures with one product that's still paying out every single day. And then Just another product here, and I put this here just to illustrate, don't ever underestimate income streams that just bring in a few hundred a week. They bring you into 3-figure and 4-figure weeks and 4-figure and 5-figure months. And all that combined, Calvin is crushing it. This is just 2 products, and all of this is passive. He cast his hooks in his net a long time ago and caught a lot of fish for very little work. There are infinite products to promote and infinite hooks to cast for each one of them. Because of that, there's no competition. Calvin's not competing with Kevin. He's not competing with Dave or Brian or Tony or them or them or them or them or them or them or them. This process is infinite. And so, infinitely scalable. Infinitely scalable. What do we mean by infinitely scalable? The essence of infinitely scalable is that there are essentially an unlimited number of products and angles for those products that you can promote as an affiliate using our strategy, and a very, very finite, a very limited number of people who know and understand what it is that we do, which means there's basically an infinite amount of money you can make with this process. Infinitely scalable. Now, everything we've shown you today, this is going to bring it all together. Here's the deal. This process is infinite, okay? The world's just too big. There's too many people, too many things that those people are searching for. There's too many products. There's too many languages. Guys, we just can't promote all the products. We can't do it. It's impossible. We can't get all the traffic. It's just not possible. We're not even a drop in the ocean, guys. We told you earlier, we're just a percent of a percent of a percent of a percent. We're small, okay? Here's a major statistic for you. 50% of searches every single day on Google are brand new searches. They're brand new. They were never searched before today. But today, 50% of everything people are searching for online is brand new. Now think about this. Of the trillions of things that people are searching for today, tomorrow, 50% of searches will be for brand new things. Doesn't that blow your mind a little bit? Isn't that it's incomprehensible? Like, you really can't wrap your head around it. And people are still searching for all the things from yesterday as well. They're searching for TV shows from the 60s, an actor from the 30s, their favorite toy from the 90s. 50% of searches today will be new in addition to all of yesterday and the day before. So, even if, and this is totally not true, this is totally made up because it's not possible, but even if Greg and I and everyone that you saw today did have complete and total dominance, okay? And remember, we're not even a percent of a percent of a percent. But if we did, well, tomorrow, 50% of searches will be brand new. 50%. And the next day, and the next day, and the next, and the next, and the next. And that is why the opportunity is infinitely scalable. It's infinitely scalable. We do this over and over and over and over with product after product after product after product forever, because no one is ever going to catch up. And that's what makes it infinitely scalable. And because it's infinitely scalable, that means that you don't have any competition, because there's infinite fish in the sea. And every single day, 50% of searches on Google are brand new. No one can keep up. No one can dominate. Therefore, you don't have any competition. And so, because you don't have any competition, you can put hooks in the water and cast a wide net every single day. Use zero resistance marketing, become the grocery store, and go after all of the products, and it's infinitely scalable. And because it's infinitely scalable, you have no competition. So you can continue to put hooks in the water, use zero resistance marketing, continue to be the grocery store, and it is infinitely scalable. Do you see what we are showing you today? Do you see how powerful this is? We are showing you a process. We are showing you a pattern. We are showing you a cycle. We're showing you that because it's infinitely scalable, there's no competition. Nobody can go after all the new searches every single day. Nobody can put hooks in the water and cast a net for everything. Therefore, you put hooks in the water and cast a wide net. You use zero resistance marketing. You just affirm people's beliefs and connect them with the thing that they are looking for. You continue to be the grocery store and stock your shelves. In other words, sell all the products, and it continues to be infinitely scalable, and the cycle continues over and over and over and over. And you can do this for any product, for anything. You can not only do this with any product, but in any niche. The opportunity is infinite. That's why it's infinitely scalable. You're never stuck in a niche or only able to promote a certain type of product. I love what one of our students said right after going through the core recipe, the core strategy that we teach for the first time. She said, I realized immediately that this will work for anything. I'm not stuck promoting things related to what I do or have to become an expert at something to promote it. This will work for anything. And that is absolutely right. So today, with all of this in mind, we want to walk through another example. We've shown you software. We've shown you a health product. We've shown you an MLM, a network marketing brand with multiple products. We've shown you a boring old mattress. And now we want to show you one more example of the billion plus that are out there, because this works for anything. When you're selling people who are already looking for something exactly what they want, you can sell anything. You have infinite opportunity and no responsibility. And so our 5-step process is very simple. Identify a product, gather keywords, generate website, send that traffic to an offer, and collect commissions. So this is an autonomous standing desk. I love this desk. I have this desk. I'm standing at it right now. Awesome. I'm not an expert on desks. Like, I don't know everything about desks and standing desks and all the brands and all the things and all the home office stuff. No, I'm not an expert at any of it. But here's what's so great. I can make money with a product that I don't even know very much about, and something as boring as a standing desk. Step 2, we gather our keywords, and I want you to look at this. There are a little over 1,000 keywords, 1,000 questions, 1,000 things that people want to know about this specific brand of standing desk. And they're asking those questions 37,000 times per month, okay? Just something so simple as a standing desk, and there's opportunity right in front of you. And all you've got to do is put a hook in the sea for all 1,000 of those questions, for all 37,000 of those searches. You simply cast a net wide enough to catch 30,000 fish, and you are going to catch something. Step 3, we generate our website, which is just our point and click process to put our hooks and cast our net out into the ocean. Step 4, we simply take people who already want autonomous, smart standing desk, and we simply send them straight to that thing. It's that simple. And then we collect commissions for doing that. And we can do that with any brand of standing desk. We can do that with IKEA and all the other brands, and we can do that with any other product and any other service and any other thing under the sun. It's really that easy. Do you see what we've shown you today? We've shown you something that you can do that is essentially endless and that you'll have no competition doing. Do you see how easy it is that when you put a hook in the sea for every single fish, you're going to catch something, and you can do it without expert skill, and you can do it for anything. Does that make sense? Do you see what we're showing you today? We get paid to simply pat people on the back, bring them to exactly where they want to be, take them to exactly what they want to get. And that's exactly why what we are doing works. We're just connecting traffic, people, to offers, products, and services. And we are connecting them to products and services that they already want. We are connecting people who want something with that thing and getting paid in the middle with no responsibility, and we can do it over and over and over and over with as many products as we want to, with infinite opportunity and no responsibility. People who want a mattress, we can get them a mattress. People who need a tax software, we can get them a tax software. We just give people what they want. And we simply figured out a way to do that in a very fast, simple, and inexpensive way that doesn't require you to have to be great at selling, copywriting, design, organization, and all the things. And that is why it is infinitely scalable. Guys, all we are is digital traffic directors. All day long. You want this? Here it is. You want that? It's over there. You're looking for A? It's over here. You're looking for B? It's over there. We just direct traffic all day long. And we don't even do that. We don't physically do that. The sites that we build do. We're just connecting traffic to an offer they already want. And we are doing this passively. We are building passive income streams that work while we aren't working. Does that sound good? Does having multiple streams of income coming in passively sound good? Does not being locked in to a product or a niche sound good? Does knowing how to promote any product in any niche and do that every single day sound good? Does not having to worry about competition and saturation sound good? Instead of fighting over the same piece of pie as everyone else, does it sound good to just go to the infinite pie and eat as much as you want? It's amazing. And I want you to imagine for just a moment, imagine your life. Don't just flippantly think about it, but see it in your mind's eye. Step into it. Drop yourself straight into exactly what you want right now, making 1K, 3K, 5K, 10K, 20K and beyond a month, and making it passively, making it separate from direct time input. What would you do? Imagine taking great vacations, staying in awesome places, living in awesome places, more time with your family and your friends, spending time in the places that you want to, driving that dream car, or maybe just being free. Just being free. Maybe you'd walk with a lot more confidence. How will it feel to be in control of your time and your life? To not have a boss and to not be told what to do by someone else. Being able to travel, to work for yourself on your own schedule, on things that you want to do, that you are passionate about. To not have to look at the price anymore when you're buying clothes, when you go to restaurants, or the latest iPhone, computer, tablet, folding phone, the latest things that you want. Imagine secretly pulling in commission checks on autopilot each month and just laughing to yourself as the rest of the world goes to work. Paint the picture of what you want in your mind's eye and know that it is absolutely 100% something that you can do. And remember the myth of competition? It isn't as hard as you think. Let me ask you a question. This stuff's been pretty cool, right? You've had a good time over the last hour or so. You've learned some good stuff, but an hour is just not that long. How would you guys like to work with us directly where we can actually help you implement what we just talked about? How would you like help with this? And here's the truth. Trying to do it all on your own is like trying to walk through a minefield. You can see your destination, you have a plan, but what you don't see is the hidden pitfalls along the way that will slow you down and cost you time and money and energy and heartache. But what if you had a map? What if we gave you a map? What if you worked with us and let us show you exactly how to get you there as quickly as possible? Let us give you a very clear map of the minefield. Do you think that now you'd be able to walk through it successfully a lot faster, a lot sooner, and without the pitfalls, the losses, and the heartache? What would that do for your life? What if you let us show you our secret strategy to get content out there for all those keywords in a day rather than a year? What if you could go after a new product each and every day and go after all of its keywords? Skip all the trial and error, the wasted time and money, the action that doesn't produce results, the late nights, the early mornings, the weekends, and get straight to results. You could still waste valuable time and money just executing. Trying to do this on your own is like trying to walk through a minefield, but we've got something that can help you. And we want to introduce you today to SEO Affiliate Domination. And we've put something special together just for you guys today. So, the first thing that you get today is our core SEO Affiliate Domination training. It's our most up-to-date training, and it's helped a lot of people. And we put that value there for one simple reason. We simply base that price on the results that is created for hundreds of people in the last couple of years, producing thousands of dollars per month in passive income. Now, we call it a recipe. Why? Because we give you the ingredients and the instructions. See, here's the difference in a recipe versus a template. A template is a framework, but you still have to find the ingredients, be creative, and put in some elbow grease, okay? A template is the instructions, but you still need the ingredients. A recipe gives you the ingredients and the instructions, and you just follow along. No creativity, no fill in the blanks, just follow the recipe and repeat. Imagine if a recipe had you fill in the blanks. It would make no sense. Chocolate chip cookies, but with pepperoni instead of chocolate chips, and cake batter instead of cookie dough, and salt instead of sugar. So often, this is what slows a lot of people down or stops them altogether, and they ultimately quit. They find information, they take action, but there's too much they still have to figure out. So we love recipes, and that's what our core training is. Ingredients and instructions. It's a recipe. That way, you don't get a bowl that looks this good, but its main two ingredients are gummy bears and meat. You get the ingredients and the instructions. And in addition to the core SEO Affiliate Domination training, the core recipe, you get access to the Facebook group. Join hundreds of other people doing the same thing that you are. Get your questions answered, get past the hurdles that stop most people, and be a person who gets results. Listen, don't go it alone. Don't go it alone. So often, we just need encouragement. We just need to be encouraged. We need to be around people who are like-minded, who have the same goals that we do, who are doing the same things that we are, to just encourage us. And then, to take that a step further, we also need accountability. Connecting with the right people to hold us accountable, to take action so that we don't slip back into old habits, so that we don't get lazy, or so that we don't get hung up and then just stop. Sometimes it's just being alone that can totally stop and derail our progress and our success. We have the right information, we have all the energy and tools that we need to take action, but we lose steam simply because we're alone. And that's the problem with just buying a course. So often it's up to you, and people just never finish and take action. What holds people back? It's lack of community, it's lack of encouragement, it's lack of accountability, lack of direction. Life happens. People get busy, and before you know it, days go by, weeks go by, months go by, and people just fall off the path. And we don't want that to happen. We want to put jet fuel in your tank, and that is exactly what this amazing community is. So you get the core SEO Affiliate Domination training, the core recipe to get you moving. You get the Facebook group to give you community, connection, and accountability. And you get our own personal collection of mental models. Things just like we've shown you today, like your true competition and zero resistance marketing. Things that will help it all click for you and give you an edge to get results faster and easier. Why do we know this? Because it did it for us, and it has done it for our students. So you get the core SEO affiliate domination training, the Facebook group, the mental models, and you also get our collection of mindset material. Mindset material from the last 15 years of our life, many of which are from videos and resources that don't even exist anymore, or they're very obscure. You'll never find them. You'll never come across them. Books that you can't even get anymore. It's things that Greg and I shared with each other for years that got us to where we are today. Things that will help you crush it, not only with this, but in all areas of your life and in all the things that you want to do. It's no accident that the phrase mindset is everything exists. Although this used to frustrate us in the beginning, it makes more and more sense with each passing day. I think of a rocket ship. If it's off by 1 degree, it misses the moon by thousands of miles. Mindset is what makes all that thrust, all of that power, and all of that distance go in the right direction. You don't want to do all of that but miss by thousands of miles because of a bad mindset. You don't want to get 90% of the way there and then quit because of a bad mindset. This stuff is powerful. It's powerful and it works, and you've seen living proof of that today. So we want to give you all of these things today that will come together and contribute to you crushing it. Now, let's get real for a moment. Of course, you're getting what we just told you, a proven recipe plus community and support. But here is what you are really getting. You're really getting months and years of your life back, not spent testing and trying, not wasted on things that don't work. You're getting money back that won't ever be spent on things that don't work. You're getting time back that won't ever be spent on things that don't work. You're getting nights and mornings and weekends back, not wasted in things that aren't going to work. Just take action and get results. You just follow the recipe. That's it. It's not a template, it's a recipe. It's the ingredients and the instructions. You don't have to be creative when you're baking a frozen pizza. It's just put it in at this temperature for this amount of time. It's just time and temp. All you have to do is follow our steps. Don't add any thoughts of your own. Just follow the recipe. And when you follow the recipe, you don't have to learn any theory. You don't have to think creatively or fill in any blanks. You don't have to understand anything that we've talked about today. If this stuff about keywords and marketing and door-to-door sales, and if you thought copywriting meant when you had a good idea, that's what you did so that no one else could steal it, and you don't even know what we mean by that, that's okay, because you don't have to figure anything out. You just follow the recipe. The keywords are already out there. Every bit of information that you could ever need to know about the products are already out there. You just gather it. You just put it together. You just send people to what they already want, and you get paid. It's that simple. Just follow the recipe. That's it. Your sole job is to go through the course step by step. If you have any questions, you're part of the Facebook group community. Get answers to your questions and get moving. That's it. And we've got some bonuses for you today, and these bonuses are all here to help you set your sights right on the bullseye and take action that gets you straight to results without any missteps along the way. And the first one we've got for you is Domination Labs. Domination Labs is all about products to promote. That is one of the first questions after people go through the training is, well, what do I promote? What do I promote? And there's plenty of discussion in the group. But Domination Labs is also a product that we put together specifically to help people to get fresh product ideas each and every month to combine with the recipe and get results. So that's bonus number 1, Domination Labs. Bonus number 2, you get the original SEO affiliate domination course. That course is a more comprehensive and robust course in SEO and affiliate marketing so that after you start making money with our new core training recipe, you can broaden your skills, your knowledge, and just start making even more money by learning more about SEO and affiliate marketing. We want you to make money first, get results first, and then you can always learn and grow on top of that. And we want to give you a more comprehensive SEO course, and you will get the original SEO affiliate domination training. So that's bonus number 2. And bonus number 3 is the Credit Secrets Mini Masterclass. It is a class all about quick, simple, and easy ways to get access to more credit and access to more leverage. And we're giving you that for one simple reason. Because after years of helping people, we found that most people, if they could just get their hands on a little bit more leverage, they could get results a lot sooner. And that is a big hang up for many, many people. So we are just giving you that as a free bonus. You can go through it. You can get access to more leverage quickly. It's got tons of secrets of ways to apply for cards, to get increased limits, to get loans, and so many valuable nuggets that are not taught at large, and it's hard to put the pieces together, but we've put all of that together for you all in one place. That's bonus number 3, the Credit Secrets Mini Masterclass. And bonus number 4 is our affiliate training. This is a powerful way to quickly make sales without all the fluff and honestly all the crap, all the junk. Cancel out your investment today very, very quickly. Listen, we're affiliate marketers. We're always thinking of outside of the box ways to cancel out our expenses, our subscriptions, our investments, and things like that. So we put together a training to show you that almost every single one of you is sitting right on top of a couple of very, very easy affiliate sales of this course, which would cancel out your investment completely. And so without all the fluff and without all the crap and without all the things that people are telling people to do that are just terrible, this is some very simple and easy ways to quickly get people's attention, make a couple or even more sales of this course very, very quickly, which would cancel out your investment and put you in profit before you ever even started. It's a powerful way to make money quickly. So when you put all that together, you've got the new SEO affiliate domination training, the $5,000 plus value, the Facebook group, a $2,000 value, the mental models, a $500 value, the mindset material, a $500 value, Domination Labs, a $2,000 value, SEO Affiliate Domination 1.0, the original course, the comprehensive SEO course, a $2,000 value, the Credit Secrets Mini Masterclass, a $1,000 value, and the affiliate training, which is a $1,000 value. And all of that totals up at over $14,000. And we know that it's worth even more than that. Could we charge you that today? Absolutely we could. In fact, we have. Everything you've seen today has been sold at the prices that you've seen. And it looks like Captain Picard is pretty excited about it. And listen, if all this did was finally break the seal of making your first dollar online, of you finally seeing some ROI, some return on investment for the time and the money that you've invested trying to make money online, trying to do something that works, trying to do something that puts money back into your pocket, back into your business, even if it's for the first time ever, would it be worth it? Did you know that over 50% of people who set out to make money online never even make a dollar? They never make their first dollar. They never even break the seal of making money. So would it be worth it just to do that alone? Yeah. What if this just gave you the kick in the butt to finally get you moving? Would it be worth it? Absolutely. What if this just gave you a couple hundred or a couple $1,000s per month in passive income? Would that be worth it? Would you sleep a little bit better at night with money coming in passively, with multiple streams of income, making commissions, making money that you're not even actively working for, making money while you sleep? Warren Buffett's first rule of investing: if you don't learn to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. How would it feel to wake up in the morning and check your accounts and see how much money you made overnight while you were sleeping? Would that be worth it? Absolutely. Would it be worth $14,000 today to start generating thousands per month in passive income? Absolutely. The total value today is $14,000, but we've put something together just for you. And we will not charge you that today. In fact, we're not even going to make it an even 10. And we're not even going to charge you $5,000 today. Your total investment today to get started is just $3,000 to get started and get moving. But, and this is a big but, we want to let you get started and get results, and we are going to take the risk. So you can get started now for just $1,000 today. And when you 10x your investment, when you go and make 10K, you can pay us the rest. And we will never ask you about it. We're never going to ask you, where's the rest of our money? If we see you at a live event and we're chatting, we're not going to tap our foot and get all awkward and interrupt you and just say, hey, look, where's the $2,000 you owe us? That's something that you can do when you are getting results. No questions asked, no one looking over your shoulder. We're not going to send Liam Neeson after you, okay? It's Scout's honor. And we know what it's like to feel stuck, to feel trapped, spinning your wheels with no way out. We know what it's like for the solution to be out of reach. So there's a payment plan, and you get access to everything from the very start, nothing held back. Start taking action and getting results. Here's the truth. We wish that we could help everybody. We do. We love helping people. That's our passion. That's what gets us excited. We wish we could help everybody, but we just simply can't. It's just not feasible to accommodate more than a certain amount of people. Sometimes we just can't make this available, and we have to make an application process, and sometimes we even have to put the applications on hold. Sometimes we just have to close the doors entirely and keep them closed for a while. It's just the truth. This opportunity is limited, but for those of you watching right now, the cart is open and it's available. You can join right now. No questions asked. Soon, this won't be available anymore, especially this price, the bonuses, the payment plan, and without some type of application process, or it may just not be available at all. You can get started today, or you can go back to dabbling. You can go back to experimenting. You can go back to trying, to hoping, to praying, to late nights and early mornings, to Friday nights and weekends, hoping that something works and makes it all worth it. And who knows? Maybe you'll strike gold. Maybe you'll win the lottery, but probably not. The odds are not in your favor. Wouldn't it make more sense to get a map? Listen, getting a map is an investment. It brings a return. It's not money spent, it's money sent. It's dollars that you send out to bring back more dollars with them. It's an investment. You're sending your money out to bring you back more money. It's money sent. It's money sent out to do the hard work for you and ultimately remove you from working at all. Now, some people will say, well, that sounds great, but I don't have any money. Well, here's the truth. Yes, you do. You spend money anyway. You spend money anyway. You buy stuff anyway. We all do. Think about it. Movies, eating out, going out for drinks, happy hour after work, stuff, subscriptions, products, Netflix and chill. What if for a couple of weeks or a couple of months, you send that money to work for you instead? You become the boss of your money and you send your money out to do the hard work for you. Send those dollars out to find and bring you more dollars. Listen, the money that you put into this is going to turn into more money. Have any of you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad? You know the difference between assets and liabilities? We're not asking you to go into debt. We're not asking you to buy a boat or an expensive car or something ridiculous that's going to cost you money and not bring you money in return. Okay? And Robert, he's pretty blunt. Poor people buy the stuff, the cars, the boats, the things, where the money just disappears. Rich people put money into investments that will produce more money. So this is an investment. This is what rich people do. And here's the most important thing about investing instead of spending. You get your most valuable resource back. Do you know what your most valuable resource is? The most precious and valuable currency that you have? Listen, it's not your money. It is not your money. It's your time. Time is your most valuable resource. Here's the truth about money and time. Money replenishes, but time does not. Every couple of weeks you get a paycheck. Your money comes back to you. You spend money, it comes back. You spend money, it comes back. You spend money, it comes back over and over and over again. Let me ask you a question. Does your time do that? If you miss your son's baseball game or your daughter's soccer game, do you get that back? No. No, you don't. Doesn't that hurt to think about? When you miss something, anything at all, you never get that opportunity back again. We are just trying to save you a bunch of time. That's all. We've put it all together. It's all here. You just do it and make money. The time saving is invaluable. We're asking you to spend money that's going to come back in 2 weeks anyway, that will save you time that will never come back. You will never get it back. If you waste this next year of your life, you won't get it back. We just want to save you time. That's all we're trying to do. And we've put it all together. And here's the deal today. You can walk away from this with money or with excuses, but you cannot have both. You can't have money and excuses. You just can't. It's impossible. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can either have it by not eating it, or you can eat it, but you won't have it. It's just the law of physics. It's just reality. The cake can't be in your stomach and on your plate at the same time. You can't have all of the excuses in the world and also have results. There's only two outcomes today. You can do it, make money, and change your life, or you can make an excuse and nothing will change. You'll go to bed tonight and you'll wake up tomorrow in exactly the same situation. You'll go to the same job, you'll eat the same food, you'll do the same stuff, you'll have the same unfulfilled desires and dreams, you'll still want the same things that you can't have right now, and the cycle will continue. Or you can go all in, head first, nothing held back, and you can change your life. You can have money or excuses, but you cannot have both. You've got to decide right now which one you want. If you would rather have money, if you're ready to have a map, then it's time to go all in today and make it happen. And to do that, click the button on this page. And I want every single one of you to do that right now. Click the link and everything is there. And that is SEO affiliate domination. Thank you so much for joining us today. Guys, this is it. The presentation is over. The link that you need is on the page. Stop trying. Stop wasting precious time and money. Start getting results like the people you've met today and the hundreds of others that we don't even have time to show you. Click the link on the page right now. Invest in yourself. Start taking action and make it happen.